Welcome to the Reddit Chronicles. Today we will be reading from Today I Effed Up. Our first post is by Peeps Feels. Today I effed up by filing down my own front teeth. Am I stupid? Probably. I-18M was flossing my teeth yesterday night and realized something. My front teeth are quite long based on the ratio compared to the ones next to them and my lips, and make my bottom teeth basically invisible when I smile. Low-key like a horse. My bite is good and my teeth are straight, so I figured all that needed to happen was to shorten them. A Google search revealed that it costs around $50 to $300 each tooth to get them filed down a little. I figured I could probably just do that myself. I have pretty bad insomnia and got maybe 8 hours of sleep this entire week so far, so maybe I'm not in my best state of mind. But I needed to magically become vaguely more good-looking, so on a search for a nail filer, I found one of those metal ones in the bathroom, tested it on a fingernail. It works. So I aligned it with my front teeth both at once because I didn't want to be uneven, and I just started going back and forth, I guess. Successfully shaved off a bit. It was going really well and already looking better, but I still wanted them a tiny bit shorter. Might have gotten a bit carried away. I filed off a tad more, and then my right tooth felt like it got struck by lightning. Super intense, weird zapping pain. I was super freaked out and went to take a close look. No blood or anything. Notice my teeth are the perfect length and a nice square shape now. But then I went and rinsed my mouth with lukewarm water. Exact same sensation. Did I screw up a nerve or something? I try to ignore it, but even just licking my teeth with my tongue causes a shooting and throbbing feeling in one of them. So disgusting. Even worse when I touch it with my finger or whatever. I've never had a cavity or any dental work done, so I'm not 100% sure whether this is normal and will just go away on its own. I can't tell anything is unusual on the outside, so it probably will. Not sure what I did wrong, cause dentists probably do the same thing. Gonna try to brush them now, I didn't this morning, to see if that improves it, I guess. Our next post is by Clever Names Are Taken. Today I effed up by accidentally having a framed picture of my electrician on my nightstand. Okay, so this story starts a little over 2 years ago, on New Year's Eve 2022. I celebrated with a few of my closest friends and my best friend's cousin, and at the end of the night we took a nice Polaroid photo. It turned out to be one of the last pictures I had of one of my friends before he passed, so I decided to put it in a nice frame that I keep on my nightstand, alongside a bigger picture of me and my girlfriend. In the photo itself, there's me, my girlfriend, my 3 best friends, and the aforementioned cousin. Now, I had nothing against the guy, he seemed nice enough, but I had met him like 3 times in total, so it didn't exactly feel appropriate to have a picture of him next to my pillow. Given that he was the last on the right in the photo, it was easy enough to just put the photo in the frame in such a way that he's entirely hidden behind it. Except that one time when she cleaned our room, my girlfriend moved the photo to the other side, so he was the only one sticking out of the frame. Because we are both mentally 12, we found the idea of having a framed photo of a random dude in our bedroom very funny, so it became a bit of a running joke for her to keep doing it when I wasn't expecting it. Now for the F-up. A few days ago, I needed to install a new lamp, and my best friend recommended his cousin. So the dude shows up to my house and I show him to the bedroom where I wanted the lamp installed. He comes in, we do a bit of small talk, and then suddenly he goes kind of quiet. It is then that I realize that he's looking straight at my nightstand, the nightstand on which there is a framed picture of him. To make matters worse, I decided to give him an explanation, and since I thought the truth wasn't believable enough, I made one up on the spot. I told him that I put that picture there to remember what he looked like when I picked him up from the bus station, in a frame next to my bed as one does. I don't think he bought it. He did his job and left like 6 days ago, and I still can't stop thinking about what a dumbass I am. Our next post is by Blue Star Bus Sotone. Today I effed up, could have possibly caused someone to fail their driving test. So this happened, I'm guessing, December last year. I was on a mock driving test doing one of the Mabish routes, and at this point I was on Teberba Way. This is a 50 miles per hour road, but I was doing 30 miles per hour. Behind me was another learner car, and I could see that a man sat in the passenger seat had a high vis on, meaning that there was a 99% chance that car was on test with the high-vis guy being the driving examiner. I'm not sure about every single thing that will fail a driving test. However, if someone does something wrong and you don't deal with it appropriately, or for example, a pedestrian is standing at the road waiting to cross and you don't notice them, This is normally marked as a planning awareness fault, as it shows you weren't aware of the potential hazard or you didn't plan on how to deal with the hazard. Now this was a dual carriageway. The other learner on test could have easily overtook me perfectly safely, but I never recalled him overtaking. Again, the examiner could have let this person off with a minor fault, or perhaps no fault at all. Maybe the examiner could have given the candidate a major fault for progress, appropriate speed, or something similar to that, and they might have failed on something else in the test completely unrelated to not overtaking on the carriageway, such as screwing up on a bay park maneuverer or something. If there are any UK driving instructors or even examiners here, then do let me know what kind of fault this would have been marked, and if it would have been marked at all. Our next post is by Barry Allen Flash. Today I effed up by not telling the barista my age. Obligatory, this was years ago. So today I effed up by not telling the barista my age. So when I was in high school 16, I was a little shy and nerdy but looked much older, as I had a full beard at this point. One day I decided to go to a local coffee shop to read and have a hot drink on a cold winter day. This coffee shop was a little more out of the way, so I know it won't get super busy no matter how long I stayed there. I ordered my drink and started chatting with the staff while I waited for my drink. They were all nice and we made a few jokes about working in a coffee shop. I had a part-time job at another place. I was there so long they started asking my opinion on their arguments and cracking jokes. There was a cute barista, but I didn't want to say anything since I'd be there a while. I did start asking her questions near the end of my time there, and when she went to the back I gave my number to her coworker to give to her. Later she did reach out and we started talking for a couple days. She was really nice and we had started to plan a date. She then mentioned a reference that I did not understand. Apparently it was very obvious for someone in their 20s and they asked how old I was. I told them I was 16 and she said she was 24. I didn't know what else to say so didn't respond and she never messaged me again. Totally understood cause I thought she was younger and clearly she thought I was a lot older. Thank you for listening to the Reddit Chronicles. Follow for more content.